Welcome back to another episode of Put It By The Wall, the podcast where we speak about stuff that gets you inspired, to make you feel like you can take over the world, stuff to make you smile, and then just stuff in general. We are your host, Kurt.
I'm Laurent.
And today, okay, before we get into it, how are you doing?
I am well, Masa. I'm well. And yourself?
I'm doing good. I feel a little bit tired.
It's life, Masa.
I'm on standby at work, so I woke up a bit
Better you than
early,
me.
a bit early this morning for something happening at work. But doesn't matter. We persevere. We keep it going.
Yeah. Amen, my brother.
So today, we've got an interesting topic. Today, we want to discuss letting go.
It's
Very nice topic.
Very contentious topic.
Letting go of people, places,
ideas,
things, emotions that is not working.
Emotions is a big one, my brother.
It is. Just in general, where is your mind at right now? Like how, anything that you need to let go of, or are you feeling fairly on track?
No, actually, no. There is something that I'm slowly I'm slowly letting go of. It's given me pleasure for many years, but I'm cutting down on the cannabis consumptions. So I don't know how, but I haven't smoked now for 2 days. I'm gonna smoke tonight. It's already.
Okay, you're cutting down.
Keep in mind, I used to smoke morning, afternoon, night. Yes. That's it. Even when I'm at work, go to the car, in the car, go back to work.
Okay, firstly, is that something that you want to put on the podcast?
100%. I don't work with those niggas anymore.
Okay. So you're fine.
I'm working myself, so take it from there. Yeah. Whoever has anything to say, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
But just a note though, no? I always did my job to 100% satisfaction. No, whoever want to complain, bring your receipt because I have mine.
Is it?
Not that it's hidden away somewhere, but look for it, but it's somewhere there, yeah. And you, my brother, anything you want to throw into the universe?
Let me think. You know what? I've always had an addiction to eating, I think, my bro. I think that's a real thing, my bro. Well, I love eating, my brother. Like when I don't want to call it a diet, but when I change the diet a little bit and try to consume more healthy foods, no?
You're more unhappy.
Maybe in the beginning only. Nah, look here. Here's the thing. I go through it, no, and I'm disciplined to do it. But the stuff on me,
because your mind is saying, yo,
it's
smaak Mickey D's.
Yo, bro, it's tough.
But look here,
Mickey D's, braai, pizza, Gatsby.
I firmly believe you are far away from eating addiction or food addiction, only because there's a channel on. I still think it's still on DSTV, but TLC. My 600-pound life.
Nah, that
my
is
700-pound life.
Look here.
My 500-kilogram life.
Maybe that's something that they need to let go of. Someone watching.
No shots firing, but just saying. You know who you are. If it's hurting your feelings,
then it's probably you.
Yeah.
Look, but the thing is this: you have to start somewhere.
100%.
You have to start somewhere, and that's something that I think me or a lot of other people can let go of. Is that notion that you have to see results immediately.
Yeah, I'm more than that.
That microwave brain.
I'm in that same bracket though. I can't argue with that, where you do something and you expect because that's our society nowadays. Everything must be instant.
Everything is instant.
Instant gratification, validation.
It's where we are with technology, man. That's where we are with technology. Like everything is instant. You snap your fingers and it's there. You don't feel like going to the shop, call Mr. Delivery is here.
Whatnot.
Microwave, literal microwave. You can even buy the foods that is like ready-made and you just pop it in the oven and it's ready in like 5 minutes.
That's just the life we are, no? 2025.
But it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
If you use it correctly, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
It's convenient also. It makes you...
Anything with moderation.
Yeah.
Or maybe with
moderation,
with control.
Because like, if I'm being honest, I don't want to have to take half an hour for if I smaak KFC now. Because now I must get in my car, Still go stand in the drive-thru or go stand in the line in KFC and then drive all the way back by the time I come back, you know.
But I'm telling you, some KFC, that's not fast food, my guy. Slow food. Some KFCs are slow as hell.
I don't want to mention it, but I think I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Bruh,
I think I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Some of them, don't get me started. I'm not going to go down this road. I'm letting go. I'm letting go.
There we go. Be the change you want to see.
Yes. Look here. So, a lot of the times, people have this perception that in order to be successful, they need to add something to their life.
Yeah, well, I was one of those. I'm going to be honest, I was even to get this, get that, add this, add that. But sometimes letting go.
Sometimes it requires letting go, whether it's letting go of people, whether it's...
I know we've both struggled with that.
We're not going to name names.
We've both struggled with that, no?
Sometimes it takes letting go of people, situations. Sometimes you just need to not go to that place anymore. And what else? Negative emotions.
Yes.
Negative thoughts, limiting thoughts.
Pessimistic mindsets where everything is, look. But remember, that used to be me in the younger years. I always used to be the bride find that, okay, if we do this, that can happen. The worst possible scenario. So if we're going to cross the road, could get bumped over by a car.
Well, you could.
Yeah, you could. Simple as that. But there's some people who bring it to a detrimental stage, man, where it controls the entire existence.
Yes. I agree with that. So look here, here's this thing that I have at home, or just in general. I don't keep old stuff. So if my sock have a hole in it, I throw it away. And you know why this is significant? Because I was either yesterday or the day before. Then I had a hole in my sock. And I keep on, every morning, I take the pair of socks out. Then I'm like, this is the socks with a hole in, and then put it back. But I don't chuck it away. Talk about that. Here's a funny story about holding the socks. This is a tangent now, but it's very funny.
I have a similar one.
So one day we go to, I'm at college, and so now we at the, what do you call the thing? The orientation. So now we're at orientation. So we get called into the assembly.
I see where this is going.
Into the assembly, and everybody, all the new people is in the assembly. So now we're there.
Like so.
They say, look, everybody split up, right? So now everybody split up into 4 groups. So a group in that corner, group in that corner, group in this corner, group in this corner. Wasn't me though. But listen, yeah. So just there, bruh, I'm thinking to myself, thank God I put on the good socks today. Because here we go. So now they tell us, look here, take one shoe off, right? Take off one shoe, and then take the shoe and put the pile. So all of us that is in this corner
must put the shoe
there, right? And then everybody put their shoes in their corners. Then they tell everybody to swap corners, right? So when you swap corners, pick up somebody's shoe, and then you must walk around and find out whose shoe it is, and then you must strike a conversation, which is cool.
It's a nice icebreaker.
Yes. Ooh. Except for if you have white socks, that is actually brown.
What do you mean?
And flipped over. My brother's bra had on socks that was like, it was tucked, my guy, and it was brown, and it was crusty, but it was supposed to be white socks. Yo, bra. I felt it because people... Can you feel the second-hand embarrassment? People were going crazy, my bro. People were going crazy.
Okay, mine is not so bad.
Now you see, letting go. You should have thrown the socks away. You should have thrown the socks away. And there's another thing that I do. It's also pants, sweaters, and those kind of things that still look good. I give it away.
I'm with that.
I give it away. I don't keep it because here's the thing.
I'm with that.
You can't get new stuff.
Well,
if you're still holding on to the old stuff, that's powerful, no? That's more than just an analogy.
That's a life philosophy. Simple as that. Now.
It is.
Simple as that.
You can't be holding on to things and expecting.
We wouldn't be here if we had to hold on. Would have been at the edge of a cliff.
That's where we were holding on. I tried to hold on as a matter of fact. I ain't gonna lie.
We didn't. We
I tried to
exactly
hold
what I said at the beginning of the episode.
Look here,
We struggled to let go at some stage.
But look here, in the same breath, no? There's two sides to a coin. So
No?
on the other side of it, being in a relationship and we thinking we need to let go of you because you toxic.
But it's the flip side for us.
It might be
We the toxic ones.
we might be the toxic ones in their minds, in the relationships.
But narcissists always believe they're the victim. Just throw that in there. Okay. So why is it hard to let go? Sometimes it can be emotional investment. So that feeling that somebody gives you when you're there.
All the time.
You know, we've always been all been that group where you come there, but he make you look good. So you're there with him, you're just loving it. No, I don't want that. But he says some outlandish stuff, but the right thing makes me look, And then your identity can be identity attachment. So your identity, your whole identity is around this whole thing, which comes back to the story we mentioned earlier on. I don't want to say names, I don't want to say the stories, not mine to say, but that is your identity or your whole identity being based around how somebody makes you feel, or how you feel.
I'm going to agree with that because when I was in a bad relationship, I was so deep in the relationship and it was so long, there was so much emotional investment that it felt like, who am I without this person?
You're not good.
Like who am I without this person? And it takes a while for you to get over it, but I'm going to say this, word to the wise, that you have to be prepared to go through the pain. You have to be prepared to go through the pain.
I always say, regardless of what's going to happen, it's going to be a shitty conversation. No matter what, if it's going to be better for you,
and it has to be
if it's better for you, it's going to be a shitty conversation. If it's better for her, it's going to be a shitty conversation regardless. Either way, somebody's going to get hurt. Yeah. Then, also, the third thing why it's hard to let go is the fear of the unknown.
Oh, that's a big one.
We've all been through there.
That's a big one.
I'm going to stay here because I know, what's the saying? It's better the devil you know than the one you don't. So if you go out into the darkness, you don't know, but it might be luscious gardens, green, mountainous, and not
because
a fire.
Because of the attachment.
Exact identity. It all leads into being comfortable in your surrounding. So you're just in your comfort zone. I'm gonna stay here. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting. I know where it's going. I don't need to know anything else.
Yeah. I think how they can also maybe, I won't say prevent it because you can't prevent everything from happening or never having a bad situation come your way again. Because it's normal for bad things to happen. You actually have to get comfortable
with shit coming your way.
With bad things happening. Because as we accept and we celebrate the good times, you must also know that the bad times can come, and you also need to know, here's a nice analogy before I go further.
How to process it.
Here's it. So ants has this thing where they, in the summer times, they're out foraging. So the sun is shining, they're out foraging, they're building their nests, they're getting everything ready for winter because they know that winter is going to come.
And then Game of Thrones vibes.
And then when winter comes and they're all inside and they remember they can't go out for food. So now they're inside and winter is here. They ration out the food and all those things, but they know that the sun must shine again.
At some point
the sun must shine again, and so the seasons go, so life goes, so our emotions go, and so even people in our lives. Like at seasons, things is gonna happen, things is not gonna happen, terrible things is gonna happen.
Cycles.
It works in cycles.
There's an analogy, not an analogy. It's a weird anecdote. In some Asian countries, what encapsulates this actually, what they do is they place a peeled banana.
Yes.
They place inside a coconut. Now, in Asia, the coconut is like a pig.
Yes.
It's not a. And what they would do is the monkey would put his hand in, and you would want the banana, but his hand can't come out with the banana in his hand.
Okay.
So he want the banana, but it's not going to come out. So what he do? He keeps hold. He doesn't want to let go.
Doesn't let go of the banana.
All the hunter just walks up, dead. Got him.
Because he doesn't want to let go of the banana.
He wants the banana, yeah. Wants the banana. And that's the perfect analogy for...
That sounds like people, my bro.
My God,
Holding on
to things that you know it's gonna destroy you, but yet you don't want to let go because of comfort, because of how it makes you feel, identity attachment.
And the fear of the unknown, like you said.
Fear of the unknown. What happened if I let go of this?
And fear is a powerful motivator. Because a lot of the times we actually look at people and we say like, yo, hy kan ons vir haar los, or yo, hy kan ons ophou eet, or yo, hy kan ons ophou rook, of hy kan ophou drink. But we don't understand the attachment that is behind it. Yeah, that the fear and the attachment that those things have on you.
Do you know where you will hear that the most? Family gatherings. Go to a 50th birthday or 21st or a wedding or just a family reunion. Yeah. The family is gonna skin about family like, that's something. I like to people watch. I just sit in the corner with my drink and you listen to everybody's gossip.
My family's on dienst, my bro. But as if you come there, it's a full-on roast session, bro.
But that's fun.
Everybody knows, like, you're gonna bring your girlfriend there. Even your friends, you're gonna come to a family gathering of us. You're gonna get roasted, my guy.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happens here.
And nothing is off the table. There's no hidden shit. You're gonna come in there, they're gonna see your haircut is messed up. They're gonna tell you.
Well, now...
is there on a bottom mes gebruik?
On that, no. I don't know, it was like a couple of weeks ago. My cousin was here with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That we've seen her a few times, but we never actually sit down with her. Now, before he came, I think United was playing, so I smoked an ice joint. I was just sitting here. So him, my auntie, and his girlfriend rocked up. My daddy was already like a paar whiskeys in. He came to come sit here like outside. There was somebody else, so yeah, he poured them for whiskey. They were like drinking. And his girlfriend said something that was a blonde moment. And you know my daddy. That man.
He couldn't let go.
He couldn't let for like 2 hours. Just for 2 hours, man. He was roasting. And me and her boyfriend also piling because the jokes is funny.
Yes.
My God, when I say, okay, but she was a good sport because she also had, she wasn't, I've seen Uka with my daddy. Yes. We had turned around. When the men get emotional. When this man touch nerves. And
that is a mistake. That is a mistake with your daddy. If you're gonna be emotional, don't even come.
And then he go.
don't even be here. It's gonna be worse. Actually.
So much worse, young. He's a.
And
sorry, my language.
I will say this also, no, that letting go is not giving up. Letting go is not giving up. As a matter of fact, letting go is. If it serves you, it's growth mindset.
Yeah.
If it serves you, then it's growth mindset.
It depends on your perspective. Huh?
It depends what it's going to result if you let go.
And your process.
Let's say you were around friends, and this was a big thing for me. I'm not talking about him, no.
Yeah, but look
here, we've been messed up at the time. But look here, sometimes the friend circle, no, can keep you there.
Yeah.
The friend circle can keep you there because nobody else is motivated to do something outside of the comfort zone.
Everybody's just happy to be. Hey, every week we're gonna get the bottle, get the curse, get the box.
And you do the same thing day in, day out, week in, week out. That's where I found myself at the time when I went into a heavy depression in my life. Like I was doing the same things over and over and over, and I had to kind of just get away a bit.
Break the cycle. Yeah.
I had to break the cycle. It's a must. So sometimes it's scary, but it's necessary.
100%.
By the way,
no, you do. I'm just paging.
By the way, I want to go through this. There's a beautiful book that I read. Well, I didn't read it. I listened to the. But let me finish. Let it go. It was an audio book. So I didn't read it. I listened to the book. It's called Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawking's
I've
psychologist.
actually heard of that book already.
Super book.
I've actually
Super
heard
book.
of it. Yeah.
To anybody that has gone through, look here, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. It's a book on psychology, but I'm telling you, your mind is gonna be blown. So I want to teach you I'm gonna go through the steps one by one, the letting go technique. So before I get into the letting go technique, I actually want to use this analogy. So let's say, imagine your mind is a cup. Right? Imagine your mind is a cup. All the emotions, all the thoughts, all the perceptions and thoughts and beliefs, all those things
In the cup.
is in the cup. Right? So if you fill the cup up with water or with coffee, like what is in here, you can't add anything else to it. So the cup is full to the brim. You can't fill it up. So let's say the analogy, your mind is the cup. So your mind is filled with a bunch of negative thoughts, emotions that is not processed, post-traumatic stress, anxieties, thoughts, and all sorts of things. It's perspectives. It's all in the cup, right? So how do you then have more things come your way or better things come your way? Is by, Laurent says this all the time, step number 1, self-awareness, is awareness. So before you can tackle a problem, you first have to know that you have a problem.
There is a problem, yeah.
So you have the awareness, and you start letting things go piece by piece by piece.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, you let things go, and the thought comes up, the bad thought comes up, you let it go. The like we said, the person that is bad influence in your life, you let him go. The bad habit that is not serving you, you let it go. Pardon me, one at a time.
Oh, sorry to break your word. On that though, sometimes you can't let go due to the proximity of the person.
Yes.
But in that instance, what I've adopted, I wouldn't say recently, but that for last year, 12 months or so, is accept people for who they are. Just be, if this person is a narcissist and they're in your life, your sister-in-law, you're going to see them.
It's inevitable.
You're going to be around them. They're going to be in your. Accept them for who they are. So when they act out, when they display who they are, you already know this is that person and collaborate.
Yes.
As long as it doesn't affect my peace, my inner workings, you do you. Simple as that.
You're basically taking control of what is in your control.
Which is your emotions.
Where focus goes, energy flows. Take that one home with you. Where focus goes, energy flows. That's a big one. So so let's say you emptying the cup, one thing at a time, one habit at a time. You emptying the cup, then it means there's more space
to fill it up with positive stuff.
So now we can start adding stuff. So if we prematurely add stuff, it's not gonna stick. That's why when we have the bad eating habits, when we have the bad habits like smoking too much weed, drinking too much alcohol, spending too much time with unhealthy friends, and all this on all those things, it's not easy to adopt. Healthy habits like not smoking, like running, going for a swim, and those kind of things, and affirmations. It's not easy to adopt those things because your cup is full.
Your cup is full already. Yeah.
So empty your cup and then start adding positive things, affirmations,
I
running,
will
exercise,
say
those kind of
there
things.
are some people who just get bigger cups and fill it up with even more shit.
And I see you.
And fill it up with even more nonsense.
So let me just go through this letting go, and then you can jump onto something.
Yes.
So the letting go technique goes like this. Here's the letting go technique. Number 1, become aware, notice and identify the emotion that you're feeling. So the thought comes up, the negative emotion comes up, and you think to yourself, I'm a piece of nothing. Then just be aware of it. Be aware, like, there's this thought again. Here's the thought again.
Deal with it, get it away.
Identify, awareness. Number 2, allow the emotion. So you accept the emotion without judgment. Like, I'm aware of the emotion, I feel the emotion.
Okay.
Right? I feel the emotion, and I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna decide whether it's good or whether it's bad. I'm just gonna feel the emotion in my body.
So withhold your reaction.
Yes.
So
have
don't be reactionary.
have no opinion.
Okay.
Number 3, release control. Release the desire to control or suppress the emotion. Have you guys experienced this already? The more you try to stop feeling anxious,
The more you get in it pulls even more.
so
Yeah.
stop trying to control the emotion. That's number 3. Release, control. Let the emotion be. Number 4, stay present. Focus on the feeling in the body and let the emotion go. So now, when the emotion is there, the emotion and the thought, whatever's making us feel that way, we're gonna let go of that, and we're gonna focus where we feel the feeling, like the butterflies in the tummy if you're feeling anxious, the anger in your mind, the clenching of the fist, the sweaty palms, right?
Okay.
And then number 5, let it dissolve. So let the emotion, let the feeling be there as long as it wants to be there. As a matter of fact, try and keep the feeling as long as you can. Because the more you try to keep it there, the easier it is for it to go away. And I will just add, this is a bonus tip, is breathing. Have you heard of square breathing before?
No, I haven't heard of square breathing.
So square breathing is basically inhale for 4 seconds, keep your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, keep your breath for 4 seconds. Ow, Keenan.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a try. And I think I actually have exercise that feeds into that. Because my exercise is like a future self perspective. So what you would do is you would close your eyes.
Yes.
You ask yourself, what advice would future me give? So you go 1 year.
That's nice.
You go 1 year ahead. You say, look, a year from now, what advice would I give me at the moment?
So this is now something that's happening now.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you have a particular situation,
Yes.
or particular you wanna do this, so you thinking like, okay, in the next year I wanna do this.
Yes.
I wanna deal with this. I wanna deal with you write it all down.
Yes.
And then you take that page that you wrote down and you act on it. Because that is all the things you want to do in the next year.
And what's stopping you from doing it now?
100%. You've listed all the obstacles in your way.
That one home.
And then just act on it. Simple as that. You can even do it for a 3 month period, depending on whichever time frame you want to. But it works best for a year because you're long-term planning.
Yes.
You're 6 months and you're 9 months and you're 12 months.
On that and personal development, you know what I do? I do every 6 months I do a life audit. I sit with it. I can send it to you.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Comment life audit, and I'll send you the PDF of the life audit that I use. So basically, it's a bunch of questions I ask myself. What things are working for me? What I need to let go of? What I need to add? Where am I in terms of progress with a certain thing?
Whatever.
And it's something that I teach to clients as well. So for free, comment the word PDF at the bottom. Sorry, not PDF. Comment the word life audit, and I'll send you that PDF for free.
There we go. Yeah, that's actually, I've never heard of a life audit. If I'm being
keeps you on
honest.
track.
No?
It keeps you on track because I'm exercising. I may be running 4 times a week. Now I'm doing my life audit. I'm running 4 times a week, but I'm not spending enough time with
the family.
You understand what I'm saying?
Not doing enough.
I'm not spending enough time with my kid and my wife. So
it's basically just.
So now I know, okay, if I can let
Yes.
go of 1 or 2 times, or I stopped smoking. So did I smoke again when we were drinking or whatever?
Okay, you're making examples.
So yeah, I'm not pointing any fingers. Guilty.
Okay. I do have a couple of examples. It's gonna be short ones. So the negative example.
Thank you for the coffee.
It's
delicious.
The negative example, obviously, we have to go with, in today's time, it has to be Donald Trump. This nigga doesn't let anything go. He holds on until he's back in power, and we've seen it. He's been firing people left and right. His pettiness is on another level. Because if people disagree with him, he's gonna find a way to get you.
Yeah.
And he found some, I will say, deviously creative ways to get back at people. And then the flip side of that is the positive of letting go is obviously we have to bring in Mandela. This nigga, he came out to 27 years.
That is a nice example.
He came out of prison and he became president. He could have easily said, "Yeah, we kill everybody.
Yes.
We take their land. We do to them what they did to us."
And he let go.
And he let go wholeheartedly. He had compassionate. What's that? They had a tribunal most where all the apartheid leaders came and they this and whatnots. So that is a. How, if I'm gonna be honest, if it was me, I would have least to a little bit of pettiness. There would have been a little bit of a reverse apartheid type of vibe, just to get there, make you feel. But it's the power of letting go. Being the man had 27 years to say, yeah, okay, it's not worth it.
Yes.
When I get out there.
I've actually also got another example of a person that doesn't let go easily, and that's my wife.
Look,
only joking.
I'm not gonna say just your wife. I'm gonna say it's Dungus.
But I'm actually making a joke.
It's
all women. She's gonna see this and she's gonna take it serious and then she's gonna.
I can promise you this, no? It's all women. It's all women that don't let go. I promise you. Test this theory. Do something wrong, huh? And just let it to your wife will obviously, but let it simmer. Come 4 years later, your wife will remember every detail of what you did, what clothes you had on, what shoes, what style your beard was. Let her do something wrong. Let there be active evidence of you being right in a argument. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember what I did.
I don't do I told you so's. I don't remind nobody of anything. I let it go for the price of eggs.
Also, yeah, it is what it is. And I have a good analogy now, no? But I'm not going to bring up that, sir. Because it's the PG show. It's a PG show.
But you know what, no? Our relationship is actually very good right now. Because we constantly working on the letting go and trying to, not sweeping things under the rug. Not that kind of letting go. The communicate and try to understand.
It. And we move on.
Try to understand so that we can let it go. Yeah. And if it's also not a big deal, we just leave it. We just let it go. I do that constantly.
I'm happy for you, my brother.
I do that constantly.
I'm in the same boat, mama. Just small stuff like when small stuff like that used to I would have normally say I would have said something. Like, nah, it is what it is. Me just like almost said so. Now, but okay, yeah. But you just let it go and be happy in the moment.
Yeah.
In the moment, because shit is fleeting, my guy.
There's another thing that I want to bring up. Also, David Hawkins, he actually made this famous. So I'm not sure if he created it or he maybe just popularized it.
Is he still alive?
David Hawkins, I think he's dead. I'm not sure. But it's called the map of consciousness or the vibrational scale of consciousness. Have you seen that thing already? Where I'm just gonna run through a few of it, briefly explain it, and then run through a few of it. It's basically like a scale. Haven't you seen that thing yet? It's like look like an upside down pyramid, and then it lists the feelings, the energies down there.
Yes,
apathy,
I've seen. Yes, I've seen
fear,
it. I can't
anger.
come. I understand what you mean. Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like a Dante's Inferno type of vibe.
I don't know about Dante's Inferno, but
that's most
also something like that.
No, that's the 7 layers of hell, man.
Okay.
But it's underground with the layers.
Okay, so the vibrational scale of consciousness was popularized in the book Power versus Force, also David Hawkins. No, that book is on my list to read. By the way, I'm reading a good book now. I'm reading Never Split the Difference.
Oh, sounds.
Chris Voss. It's a book on
negotiating. I've actually read something by Chris Voss now in the week. It was just an article. And
so it's about negotiating and life is everyday negotiation. We went on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the vibrational scale of consciousness. It was popularized in the book Power versus Force, David Hawkins. According to this theory, each emotional state, thought, or behavior corresponds to a certain level of frequency or vibration. So I'm just going to run through a few of it. Number 1 is shame. So the frequency is 20. I think that's how it lists it on here. It's 20. We all know what shame is. Number 2 is guilt. Frequency is 30. Number 3 is apathy. Feelings of helplessness. If you're not sure what apathy is, it's a frequency of 50. Grief is 75. Fear is 100. 6 is desire at 125. It's in hertz, I would assume. 7 is anger at 150. Courage is at 200. Neutrality is at 250. Willingness is at 310. Acceptance is 350. Reason is at 400. Love is at 500. Joy is at 540. Pardon me. Peace is at 600. And then enlightenment is at 700 to 1,000. So if you listen to it and you play it back, you can kind of see that is the stages that you go through. Yeah. That you go through in order to get the
enlightenment,
to get to peace and enlightenment and all the beautiful frequencies of God. Or higher power.
I actually have a story on it that I'm just thinking about now. I don't know if you know this. No? That is a positive action of letting go.
Yes.
That went under the radar like years ago. And Keanu Reeves, back, I think it was like in the 1990s. His Mochi got pregnant. They were happy. But I know Keanu Reeves is a nice guy. Mochi got pregnant. The baby was an 8-month stillborn.
Okay.
So it was already fully formed stillborn died.
Yeah.
8 months after that, a year after that, is Mochi, they couldn't because they lost the child. They couldn't. And in that same year, his girlfriend, the girlfriend he broke up with died in a car crash immediately. So if all of that happened to you in such a short space of time, and you had millions and millions of dollars, you could have easily gone into a dark place.
I mean, you have all the money and
which is what happened to Marlon Brando. I know Marlon, the Godfather.
Yes.
This man had his son killed his daughter's boyfriend. His daughter committed suicide. That was so much. He blamed himself for being a bad father, for not being there. That man, he became a recluse, and he was one of the most celebrated actors. He became a recluse, and he died. I wouldn't say forgotten because everybody knows it, but as an invisible man, he just died from that emotions, from not being able to let go. Whereas Keanu Reeves, this nigga, he gave us John Wick. He gave us iconic characters, the Matrix means, and he goes to work on a train, my guy.
In order for that to happen, you have to have let go.
He processed his emotions, the way everything had happened, he dealt with it. He let it go, said, okay, this happened, I need to pop, and go.
You know what, I know that we're still in the beginning stages of the podcast now, but I really feel like this podcast is super valuable, and I wish people would watch it until the end.
So all the juicy stuff come,
until the end and really kind of feel the value and kind of implement it in their lives. But we'll get there. We'll get there one day.
I'm sure they can feel the sincerity, man, because we're speaking from experience. We're speaking from we've led somewhat traumatic lives. if you think about it. We take an objective approach. Our shit is all over the place.
I'm going to, before we go, we need to wrap up, but before we go, I'm going to plug you guys with one more thing. When you were explaining this thing about Keanu Reeves right now, do some research on Stoicism. It reminds me of Epictetus. I'm not done with that book. I read it in the half. And it's kind of a heavy read, so I decided to start reading the Chris Voss book. But the book is called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and he is exactly that. Even if you go to ChatGPT and you create like a shortened version of it, I'm telling you, there's so much benefit in it because he was an emperor, but he lost children. They took over.
Yeah, he got overthrown. His best friends.
He got exiled and everything. So it's actually a real guy, no? It's not just from the movie.
The Emperor of Rome.
Nice. Some people don't know that he's a real guy.
Fair enough, my brother.
So yeah, in any case, thank you very much for staying tuned. If you are until now. Yeah.
Episode, what is this now? Episode 5? No, 6.
6,
7, 8, 9, 10. What?
Anyway, it's that one.
Yeah.
Catch up. Go into our profile and go check it there. Like I said,
look here.
Like, comment, subscribe as usual.
I'm gonna request Owens. Let this man work, man. Everybody request that PDF.
Oh, yeah. Live
Request
audit.
it, yeah. A live audit. Type live audit into the comments. Let this man work, so you must email everybody.
I would love to do it. I would love to do it. Maybe you can... No, I wanted to say you can add it into the beginning of the show, but it's fine. The best way you can show your support is by following, subscribing, commenting. It's good for the algorithm and it's good for us.
And it's good for you.
Yeah, so the more people see it, the further it goes. Until next time.
Yeah.
Strength is good.
Oh, amen, my brother.
So yeah, I don't have any kids of myself, but I believe I'm like Abraham. You know, I was blessed with a nation of children.